Uh, What's up, y'all? What up, Catfish Mom? What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take, Leader Edition with your boy, Leader Johnson, and your boy, Cool Cat Connor. What up, Leader?
What's up? What's up, man? What's up, y'all? I'm your host with the most, Leader Johnson. So have a toast, man. The Eagles. This is fun. This is a good time to talk about it. Love this segment, man. I think we back on the. I told everybody don't worry, and right after that podcast we had, you know what I mean? A lot of things happen, man. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. First, I want to say before we start off, shout out to Villanova, men and women, both in the NCAA tournament, Field 64, and shout out to Penn. Penn also is in the selection show, so shout out to them, man. That's my breaking news for today. Let's get to it, man.
Yeah. So let's get to these rapid fire free agency so we can break it all down. Because you know Leader Johnson well. So we got a couple of cats, man. We signed hold on. We signed hold on, let me move this out the way. And let me move. Yeah, we signed Raheem Woolen in free agency. We signed who else we signed? We signed Arnold Extis in free agency. We re-signed Dallas Goedert in free agency. We signed Brian Mann in free agency. We signed,
Yep,
and we signed some others. So I gotta get their photos. So Leader, start us off. Who we starting off with first?
Well, first we're gonna start off with Tariq, man. That was one of the names I mentioned. I was like, they was interested in him in the trade deadline last year of getting him, man. Look what he's done. Go back to Tariq Woolen's stats, man. Let's just talk about Tariq Woolen's stats. Let's show Tariq real quick, man. Tariq Woolen. Show Tariq Woolen's stats, Cool Cat.
I thought these are Tariq Woolen's stats.
That's Jonathan Jones.
Oh.
That's the other cornerback we just got, and that's right there. That's Arnold right there.
All right, hold on. Let me
Seattle. You see Seattle on them stats, man. What's up, y'all? Coming to Broad Street Blitz Take, man.
You didn't send me Seattle. You just send me Arnold, and you send me the cornerback. You didn't send me Seattle.
You ain't got Tariq Woolen's stats. Listen, we go back to Tariq Woolen's stats. For sure, 6 interceptions. The man has a Super Bowl. Runs a 6.4. I mean, he runs a 4.26, 42-inch vertical. What's going to happen? We good with it. What's going to happen is with that great cornerback room, not to mention, put up Jonathan Jones real quick, man. Jonathan Jones, 5'9". Look at this guy. 2 Super Bowls with New England. 2 Super Bowls with New England. Give you a veteran guy in there. And if y'all don't know, Darius Slay has came out and said he'll come back only with the Eagles. And so I think he wants to retire Eagle. When you say things like that, He wants to retire Eagle. He has a great fan base. Him and his wife, really known out here. Like he just wants to get back to Philly. He's part of that class. So you get Jones, who also ran a 4.3 coming out. So you get another athletic guy who has a 36-inch vertical. You get him, and show this picture of Jonathan Jones I sent you, man.
Jonathan, hold on.
He got the Redskins on. He got the Redskins on.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead and talk to me. I gotta download that.
Jonathan Jones, you put him in there, and if you get Slay back, and Slay gonna come cheap. You look at the safety position. They just gave also Michael Carter II got to restructure his contract, just like Landon Dickerson. So what happens is they also talked about when they traded for him. There go Jonathan Jones right there. Mind you, there's more Super Bowl experience on this team. You got Tariq Woolen. Both these guys have altogether 3 years of Super Bowl experience. So you bring these guys into this cornerback room with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, who just made their first Pro Bowl, but the year before that they was alternates. These guys are the best top 5, both of them. Cooper got to be the best nickel corner in the league. Listen, it's not even close to where he plays the game. So now you look at this. Before there was no signings, right? Now you look at this, and you look at the entire cornerbacks. Now who's going to throw on these guys? Tariq Woolen is 6'4" in the 4.2. 6'4", 4.2 he's running. 6'4", 4.2. Who's going to roll over there? Who's going to do that? Quinyon Mitchell run a 4.3. Cooper run a 4.4. All these guys got 38-inch vertical for Cooper and a 40-inch vertical for Quinyon. Man, you got the 36-inch vertical for Jones. All these guys have won before. Everybody I'm naming. Then if you bring Slay back, what you got, man? The Super Bowl, like that secondary is going to be scary. So now bring up Arnold. Arnold, my guy, Arnold E, man, listen, he Penn State guy.
All right.
Time pronouncing. Cool Cat put up their post.
Yep.
Arnold, the man came from the Falcons, defensive end.
Yep.
I got
you. I'm doing a whole lot, so
bear with me. I dig it. We rolling and listen. We talking about now. You get a pass rusher because they want Jonathan Grenard. Jonathan Grenard is also a guy that the Philadelphia Eagles are looking for. They want to get to him. I mean, it hasn't happened real quick. So this was all before they even got Arnold. Now they got Arnold, and he's from Penn State. Shout out, he played at Temple, transferred to Penn State. We're going to see when Cool Cat put the picture up of Arnold, what he did. Pass rush rate. Super pass rusher. Like, this is a big-time guy. And he talks stuff, too. He talk mess. 16.8% pass rush win rate. 73.4 rating. Like, you're getting the dog for sure. I mean, Josh Uche leave. The other guy that was crazy because he just didn't have it. Ojolari. He leaves. But you get this guy, and he's younger. Put up those stats, Arnold stats, man. Listen, he's Atlanta. Yeah. We talking about 14 sacks in the last 3 years. You see it. Forced fumble type of guy. And he's, like I say, talks mess. So he's going to bring that beast-like mentality to the Eagles. That's a big Fangio guy. And then you're talking about when you're rushing, you're getting rushed now. Brandon Graham's also coming back. When you're getting pass rush, Nolan Smith is also there. When you're getting the pass rush, Jalen Hunt is also there. Zach Bond, they can pass rush. Jahai Campbell, you still got the dogs coming in. You just got the extension with Jordan Davis. You just got, well, not yet, but we know it's coming. And to remind y'all, the Eagles have $40 million in cap space.
Yep.
After the Dallas Goedert extension, they have $40 million in cap space. And that's not matching. Listen, Jalen Carter's making another. That whole 40 is not going to go toward Jalen. It's just you're going to make it to where he's getting $40 million per year. That's going to happen. Anybody don't know? Yeah, Jalen Carter's about to get $40 million per year. Yeah, he was never going anywhere. When that trade stuff came up, it was completely laughable because since last year, the Eagles, Dallas brought up Jalen Carter. Eagles ain't bring up Jalen Carter. Right here, we go back to that, the acquisitions that we got. Braden Mann is a big one, man, because he kicked that ball. Listen, we had Jeff Eagles before. We've had Dirk Johnson. Listen, shout out, everybody knows Jeff Eagles was back in the Buddy Ryan days. Man, Jeff Eagles got down his opponent. But Braden Mann That boy can kick that ball, man. If y'all don't know, it was times we was in the game and it was just the first playoff game. He was really the weapon because he kept on giving good field position. He kept on putting them back. But the Eagles just couldn't, get there. The Eagles was at the red zone. I've never seen a year where there was so many red zone opportunities missed. And this was the year that I think Sean Mannion, Jalen Hurts is excited. We can talk about that. Jalen Hurts said he's excited. Now, that ain't how he presented Patullo when he came on. That's not how it went. He's not disrespectful, but Jalen Hurts is like, I'm excited. I'm excited about, man. Even A.J. Brown. Remember all the good talks has been Saquon Barkley. How about this trifecta of what they are confident in? That's because, for one, he's an offensive guy. He's probably putting stuff in their head they've seen before. Now they sing things familiar. Patullo is coming as a coach, as an assistant that throws plays in there. Can't throw plays in there all season. You got to have a playbook. Got to have a roster. You know what I mean? You got to have a resume, an inventory to put out there to exploit people's good stuff. How can Jalen Hurts affect the game? Use him to his best capability. How can Saquon Barkley affect the game? Use him to the best capability. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. That was not coming out. They was out there playing, It was out there playing street football. That's what it seemed like. So I'm loving all these signings. Johnny Munt is, if y'all know about him, he's not really a guy. You have to see him do it. He's really signed more for his blocking. Johnny Munt can block. That's like the fullback position. He's going to come through there. He's going to make it happen. Kyle Katerra, I mean, he's Jalen Hurts' boy from Oklahoma.
Yep.
So I'm because I'm telling you, because I know Eagle fans is talking. Let's go. I'm looking now. I'm stopping. Jalen struggled to find nice words for. Yeah, man. Nobody in their right mind believe that Carter nonsense. Right. And Fiegels, yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Kataya's mom. No doubt. Now we come into what the Eagles have now. I'm just saying this, cool cat. Now, remember, before we had the last podcast, none of these signings was there. Not even a restructured contract. Everybody was going crazy. And once again, I was on Kyle Katerra. Kyle Katerra was kind of bad last year. I know a lot of Eagle fans like leader, but how bad did he play? He was kind of not effective. I'm putting that on Mannion too, because how come when Kellen Clemens was there, Kyle Katerra was balling?
You mean Kellen Moore?
Huh?
You mean talk about Kellen Moore?
Yeah, when Kellen Moore was offensive coordinator,
yeah,
Kyle Katerra was balling. He was catching one-handed catches open. Like, so look at the difference in everybody. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith was kind of, but then toward the end of the season, he kind of, he just didn't know what to do. And I think where he's at now, he's not going to be the complete play caller, passing game coordinator type guy. But I think that's better for him, man. You just got to learn more. And I think Mannion's ready to come up, man. I mean, Chris Cooper here. They got Gerard Johnson. I think they kind of got their mindset on who they want in positions, like real fast. And then you look at all these guys played before. But it's position guys. A lot of these, Chris Cooper was an offensive lineman. Gerard Johnson was a quarterback. So you got all position guys. Now Jalen Hurts can feel comfortable. You know why I say that? Because Gerard Johnson and Mannion were quarterbacks. It's quarterback talk.
Right.
This is now, like I said, we got to see it. Like I said, we got to see it because it was such one of them years last year when their first coach come in. But I'm just telling you what's good about this, man. When they go in those locker rooms and put on those playbooks, these are players talking about plays they've seen run before. This is not Patullo coming in. You know what I've seen is I think you could do this and never play call before. These are guys that have been in the fight game before. So that's what's good to me for what's going on. I think Jalen Carter is important, but I don't think they're going to rush there. You know why? I think but Harry wants to do other things like put more money on the cap. You know, restructuring Landon Dickerson. Everybody started asking crazy questions, cool cat, about this might be bad. No, Kyrie won. I told y'all before. Remember, listen, you watch Broad Street Blitz, you're a fan, nothing but good analysts here, people that got knowledge. One thing I said was he always gets the cap and flexes it how he wants it to work. Like, and it's happening again. So $40 million in cap space. And not to mention the next couple of years, it's going to go up. So Howie just ready. He still got draft capital. Bernard is a guy, listen, he's not off the table. They can sign him. They don't not have money not to sign Bernard. This is why all this flexibility is happening. You know, you get Dallas Goedert for 1 year. I don't know the figures yet. I'll find out the figures, but I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone, man. But obviously, you sit down and it works. Cool Cat, I'm gonna ask you a question, man.
Huh?
I want to ask you a question about what do you like? Which signing do you like the most right now?
The fact I like Tariq Woolen because we need another cornerback outside of Guantanamo Bay, so I like that. Dallas Goddard coming back, I like that. Um, Outside of Tariq Woolen and Dallas Goddard, those are my favorites to be honest with you. Everybody else is solid to be honest with you. So
Right, right.
yeah, go ahead and cook and talk about all these some more later. I'll be right back.
I got you. I think the best one I'm rolling with, because when Cool Cat come back, we're gonna get on the draft. Also, it's busy. It's busy. We could talk about with the Eagles because what they're doing in free agency doesn't even affect the draft. They're looking for the best player regardless. I mean, not to say if they look at the guy and he's that good and it's a need, they're not gonna go because Cooper wasn't a need after they got Quinion. Of course, they were going to go get Quinion, but they could have used the free agency. But Quinion was just that good, and then Cooper was right there. You think they weren't going to trade up and get Cooper? So that's just how the Eagles react. So right now in this draft, there's a couple of things you can say. You can say safety. You can say some people like a third receiver. Some people are looking at the offensive line. Just talking about fans and what they know, knowledgeable fans and what we all know. They're looking at offensive line. And edge rushers number 2. Everything else is tied for number 1. So when we're going to come back, we're going to talk about who they're attacking after we talk about the one prospect. They brought him for a visit. Some of y'all already know who it is. Okay. Yeah, Davis got to be. You know what? Davis and Woolen. Listen, Davis and Woolen. We talking about Davis and Woolen, man. Davis is my favorite too because you got to get that locked up. That's Jerome Brown and you know that's Jerome Brown, Reggie White, Clyde Simmons. This is the best line since those times. So that contract extension, I hope they wasn't playing with it. I heard they was going to do it, but sometimes you get things, and here we go. Because Cool Cat come back with Omar Cooper Jr. Omar Cooper Jr. came in for a pre-draft visit. Y'all check it out. Indiana wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr. enjoyed a breakout season in 2025. He was Francisco Mendoza's main target, the national championship, y'all know. As he helped power the Hoosiers to a national championship, Cooper led Indiana with 69 receptions, 937 yards, also hauling in 13 touchdowns. That's key right there. You get touchdowns. 6 feet, 199. He ran a 4.42, 37-inch vertical. This is letting you know. And this is their first visit. The Eagles want to address that number 3. Now, I'm gonna put it like this. I know y'all want to come and say Darius. Yeah, I think Darius gonna have the job, but that don't mean the Eagles are not going to keep that loaded because the AJ Brown situation.
No, AJ Brown's staying because I don't know if you know. Think about this, leader. Let's say AJ Brown does leave. It's Devontae Smith, and it's
y'all quick Cool Cat was he's like, yo, AJ, I dig you. I want
because again, we gotta ask ourselves because everybody AJ Brown. You really think a rookie? Now we don't know how he's gonna be. We don't know if he's gonna fall, right? Because if you and I, if you're high on Cooper, then so is probably everybody else. So we gotta remember that.
Yeah, so, but I'm saying is, I don't want to lose AJ. No,
right.
Listen, remember on the tapes we've had episodes, I'm just reporting, and I'm already letting you know AJ to me, one-on-one, when AJ's at his best, nobody's better than AJ.
That's what I'm saying. And you don't want to get rid of that.
Is better than AJ Brown.
Because think about this, leader. Wide receiver Ari Cooper, if the Eagles get that.
Omar Cooper Jr., yep.
Yeah, let's say Eagles draft him and AJ Brown gets traded. You're talking Omar
Cooper Jr.
Omar Cooper Jr. Versus experienced corners, experienced tackles. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going to be looking at some right.
Yeah, I understand where you're going. Listen, everything you saying is logical, but this is what I'm putting the green light on the conversation for because it's actually in the air.
Right.
This is the business. This is something because I didn't want to lose CJ. I didn't want to. So a lot of guys I did not listen, but once it's in the air so much, and then the actual fact, because first it was rumors, right? But then when the Rams and the Patriots put their foot on the gas of all how he is doing is saying, look, if y'all want AJ, y'all gonna have to do this before he didn't even listen. He's not putting AJ out there in the shot point, but what has happened, Cool Cat, is that people are coming to answer his call. Devontae Adams has been talked about in the trade. Puka Nacua has been talked about in trade from the Rams. So those names have came up, but the Eagles have also said no. So, but for him to listen, he's listened. So then also was came up, which is crazy. Okay, the Dallas Goedert situation was always in the air before he signed. And the thing that happened, it was like selling Dallas Goedert means, okay, at first they wasn't, but now they're going to have the money to, because if they trade AJ, they can still keep Dallas Goedert, letting y'all know this is not Hesse, but they trade AJ, there's enough money to flex around and still just throw Dallas without even thinking about it, because on some real, that's why they did a 1-year deal. That's why it's a 1-year deal. Y'all have to look at the business. Crazy what's going on. 1-year deal, because they're saying, okay, if it works out, okay, Dallas, you can walk. If AJ, stops, because the only thing that's making this happen, they love AJ. But AJ, when you talk so much, that's in there. That is in there. There have been shoots out. Him and Hurts are great. They're great, but they have their riffraffs. And one person is going to see that is the players. The second people is going to see that is the coaching staff and the front office. That's the other people that have to deal with it. It's not just Jalen Hurts. So if they're disagreeing and they're coming up with, listen, if y'all even want to, he said, yo, how we say, I don't trade elite players. I don't trade elite players. But if the offer is coming up, now he's listening when they come on the table with a first-round pick, a second-round pick, which got to be a top 100, and a player. That's when he's listening like, no, well, why don't you throw this in there? You know how we like, why don't you throw extra picks in there?
Yep.
Or why don't you throw extra player in there? Because now he's just listening. He's just listening. So what y'all have to understand is the June 1st, this is a June 1st date. That if he wasn't going to get traded at a certain time, then it was off. And the talks ain't going to be irrelevant until June 1st, because after June 1st, things happen, a little bit more cap, a little bit more. June 1st is a date that they can go back and even start thinking about or listen to trades. But the news just came out. The Eagles not trading AJ Brown. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, but listen, I want everybody right here. I'm gonna give these lineups, because Omar Cooper Jr., he's definitely a beast. He definitely could play, but he's not AJ Brown. But you still got Devontae, and Omar could be a 1,000-yard receiver and still not be AJ Brown. Amen. Rise, not AJ Brown. Justin Jefferson he's good as he is. He's not AJ Brown. AJ Brown is one of those elite guys. You got guys you compare Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, and Jamar Chase. You could do that. But AJ is that guy, and he has a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I just don't want to get rid of AJ because right. I just don't want to, because people are already saying that we're getting worse because we're losing some people, and because we got a brand new offensive staff, and we don't got Jeff Stoutland in our coaching staff. Yep. You lose AJ Brown, it's gonna be a summer like no other for these people.
Let me tell you, Cool Cat's coming from. That's why, heart and soul. That's why I love Cool Cat's whole perspective and his love for the game. It's good to have a guy like this talking Eagles. What he's talking about, AJ, is like family. Like he's talking from a perspective of how we losing a guy like this. He's Jalen Hurts' friend. He's been here. He's made.
Now, let me explain what I'm trying to say to everybody. So let's say we trade AJ Brown and we get Rick Cooper. That's Devontae Smith. That's Darius Cooper. That's Omar Cooper. That's Johnny Wilson. You see these young wide receivers we talking about along with Devontae Smith going up against elite corners and safeties. Come on now. And plus, everybody's already saying, oh, we lost this person. We lost this person. We lost this person on the defense. Let me find that list that we just had earlier of all the people that we had. We lost this person and this person and this person and this person, right? And we got new coaching staff. You already heard Damian Woody on Get Up this morning say we got worse, and people hyping up the Giants and the Commanders and the Cowboys. You lose A.J. Brown and add it. And add a couple and some rookies in the wide receiver core along with Devontae Smith. Oh, they're going to go from worse. They're going to say the Eagles went from worse to being last place. And I don't want to hear all that. So that's why keeping A.J. Brown keep us in the Super Bowl window, because the Super Bowl window is open. You get rid of A.J. Brown, it goes from up here and then it starts shrinking a little bit. It starts shrinking down a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's something to think about. That's a good perspective. One thing I want to put up: not giving up 8. Now that's the number one. You know what? If you're asking me what he's worth, 2 number ones in the elite player is definitely what he's worth. Definitely what he's worth. Now we talking about getting this guy, Mark Cooper. Listen, look at that.
Let's see. I'm not intimidated by the wide receiver room if AJ leaves. Wilson still need to show me that, and that's what I'm trying to say. Cat this mom. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to see if Wilson still.
Don't think about Wilson. Don't you talking about who Wilson? Johnny
Wilson.
Don't. That's bad.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
No. We got to go.
Talking about.
We talking about rookies, right? The Eagles are the best at developing rookies, so we can't talk about if they're going to impact or not. We have to get off of that. Cooper DeJean, Jahai Campbell. I mean, look how Nolan Smith is. Like if they draft them, we know they're ready now. By these, you can't, and we don't went to 2 Super Bowls. But I see what you're saying. That's logical. You're gonna put the pressure on rookies to come in, and Darius Cooper. They're very confident Darius Cooper. You see how people was last year coming out the preseason, even Eagle fans, talking about A.J. Brown type guy. But he had the talent. So don't act like people ain't excited about Cooper and can't wait to put him as the 3rd receiver. Right. But the thing is, Omar Cooper, I couldn't see Philadelphia starting a rookie of that magnitude. There's only 2 rookies. You got Mekhi Lemon and you got Carnell Tate. They're top 12 receivers. So you're like, even if you put them in there, you're putting your stuff on a rookie quarterback. Putting a rookie in it is a risky thing, but you can't say like the Eagles don't know what they're doing, man. If they do it, you got to know, that guy must be good.
Mm-hmm.
That guy must be good. But it's up there. Now, this is a top 30 vision. Let me tell you, I'll put the other draft targets up, my man. Because those are guys.
Let's see if there's any other. Hold on.
Yeah, remember the one with the 2026 draft targets, my man.
I think. Hold on. Let me see. Is this it? I think it is.
Wow, right there. Now listen.
All right.
Looking at Jordan Tyson is a guy that could slip. First, let's talk about the guys that could slip.
Oh, we got some breaking news. It seems to me like Darius Slay announced his retirement on Instagram.
My guy, Darius Slay. My guy, he said he only coming back to the Eagles, so he might come back on a retired contract.
I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna show you the post. Talk about this, and I'm gonna go talk.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the receivers in a minute, man. But go back, Slay. Listen, he said it. He said the only team he'll come back for last year. It was a post. It was a video. He said, "I only come back for one team, and that's the Eagles." So now you're hearing the retirement. Now he might do the same thing.
Instagram page. I'm about to show y'all right now. I'm waiting for it to load up. Here it is.
Big time. Dear football, I want to thank you for all you've done for me. I've been blessed to play the game. I've loved since I was 5 years old for an amazing 13 years, the highest level. Football was my peace, for my joy, my everything. This game put me in a position to help take care of my family, loved ones, and I'm forever grateful. I want y'all to stop and look at that jersey. Okay, let's go back. It's hard to say goodbye, but God has a new chapter. for me, and I'm ready to turn the page and start my new journey. So all my big play fans, I will always appreciate the love and support y'all have given to me. I couldn't have done it without you, just a kid from Brunswick, Georgia, and big dreams, big play on and off the field. We out. Look at the jersey he posts. I mean, he played for Detroit.
Oh, he got a video about that, about all that already. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. Go ahead, keep talking.
Look at the video. Look at the jersey. Look at the Super Bowl. His love is where his love is at. So when he come back, he's definitely gonna walk away. This is my prediction right here. He's gonna come and walk away, do the same thing McNabb did, do the same thing McCoy did, do the same thing Deshaun Jackson did. They come back and retire as Eagles. You sign a certain contract where you just come back to retire. Come back to retire. For him to come out yesterday and say, if I come back, the only team I'm gonna talk with is the Eagles. He was already technically he's under contract still. He just ain't been reporting. He's technically under contract still, but he wasn't reporting back to him at all. So he was already listen. He wanted to be an Eagle. He wanted to be an Eagle.
Yep.
So listen, this is how he walk away, man, and that's my guy, man. Big Play Slay, the family. This is how you do it, man. This is how you do it, and now we know that one spot ain't gonna be filled by my boy Slay, unless he come back and say, "Hey, I'm gonna throw me in there, even as a water boy. Throw me." But let's go back to the draft targets, my man, and talk about those receivers. Because when we talk about not those guys right there, those are the guys that was free agents. Right there.
Later.
My guy, no, the other guys, not that guy, the receiving targets.
The receiving target. I thought.
Yeah, wide receiver target. Not that one, the other one. The other one you had up before. Boom, there we go. All right, my guy. Jordan Tyson is a guy that can go down to the 23rd spot. He can. That's a guy, Jeremy Bernard, that's a guy. And Denzel Boston, Cardinal Tate is in the top 12. We're not going to get him. Denzel Boston is a guy that can be in the second round. Malachi Fields is the type of guy that can also be, I mean, we're not going to go for them guys. The guys you need to look at is from Cardinal Tate and up, and Cardinal Tate is nothing unless they trade up in the top 10. Cardinal Mike could fall to 15. Malachi Lemon. We're talking about receivers. These are guys, Denzel Boston, 6'4", 210. Boom. Listen, those rookie receivers are coming. If they get a rookie receiver, like Devontae Smith the year he came in his first year, if they're confident, they're confident. And we gonna listen, that's gonna have to be, and I still got to see these coaches, man. I still have to see these coaches. But I'm very confident that they are position coaches. All position coaches. Things are looking good, great reputation. When Patullo was moved up, he was like the guy in the, on the squad where you say, all right, we're going to put you in the front line because you've been next to us and you've been filling our water up and you give us good water. So we going to that's what happened. And now we probably could do it somewhere, but he has to fill up more water and see more guys do things with that water. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is now you're looking at a guy that done been there. He done been in the trenches. He done actually been a quarterback coach. Brian Johnson, at least, we had bad play calling. That was an experience, but A.J. Brown had a career year.
Yeah.
He had a career year, man. Shoot, DeAndre Swift had a career year. He never had 1,000 yards. And he was healthy. So we just got to look at this. It's real big, and I really feel big about the draft in terms of they are going to draft a receiver. That's not even – and don't be surprised, y'all. This is Howie, man. If he move up, look at Cardinal Tate, Malachi Lemon. If he moves up, he moved up and got Devontae. Listen, dog, listen. Y'all, I'm just saying Howie, how his tricks of the trade. And y'all might, if we get Amari Cooper in the first round, y'all going to be like, and they trade AJ. I said, if everybody, but it's actually in the air. This is in the air, y'all. If he goes to the Rams and they get Avante Adams and they get a first round pick, and the second round pick next year. This is all going to be next year because it's going to be after the draft. We're talking about June. The draft is April 23rd to 25th. So whatever draft pick they're going to get, it's not going to be for this draft. It's going to be for the next draft. So they could trade for a first round pick, a second round pick, and you could see Devontae Adams or Puka Nacua. Who would I take? I'll take Devontae because then you could draft. Puka is good. I know y'all. Puka is definitely good. He's a number one guy.
You really want the Eagles to draft a wide receiver, don't you?
No, you don't like that. I'm telling you. I'm giving you the real. I'm giving you the actual. What's going? It's in the air. AJ is my guy. I want to keep AJ. I actually think when people was arguing between him and Hill being the better, AJ Brown is just too much of a matchup problem. But I'm just letting y'all know what's in the air. That's it, y'all.
We know it's just.
It's all. I dig it, but everything you're saying is right. Like why we want to trust in the rookie, but what if that rookie impacts? That's the other side. Because the only reason I'm saying that because at one time we wasn't good at drafting receivers. Jalen Rager's popped up on the screen,
and that's what I'm trying to. And that right there, y'all better remember Jalen Rager,
Jalen Rager.
Come on now, y'all want that again?
We going to Jalen. Oh, that now that'll make you stop. But we ain't did that in a long time. We have not did that in a long. And then we talking about Johnny Wilson. I don't think Johnny Wilson is even. Didn't he get hurt? Johnny got hurt.
I don't know if he's still on the roster. I don't know if he's still on the roster. That's what I'm.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about?
No, he was never going to be the future 1 or 2. We just liked his talent because he was 6'7". He ran a 4.5. But we never said he was going to be anything. We had at the time we had AJ and we had Devontae. Now the only guy we have talked about really loving him is who? Darius Cooper. You remember all the hype he got?
Yeah,
you remember? Okay. So now I'm not saying he's gonna come in and, but that man has talent and he's a dog and he's coming. Yeah, we put him with Devontae Adams, with say they draft Amari Cooper to have him back there when Devontae goes. That could happen. I'm just telling you how this can happen. We have to trust the Eagles' talent evaluation, but it hasn't happened. So let me stop putting.
I trust Howie. It's just I'm tired of the AJ this and AJ that and AJ this.
I dig it. Because
that's the only thing. That's the only thing, leader, that I'm tired about. The whole AJ this and AJ that. Because you do realize, wait till this off season. Later this off season, AJ Brown goes to the locker room. Here comes all the reporters. How you feel about the Philadelphia Eagles potentially trading you?
We the media's crown. They love to come to us.
What's your thoughts on the Howie Roseman potentially trading you June 1st? You still want to be here in Philly? Yeah. I'm telling you, those are the questions he's going to hear.
Well, the only reason this happens, but cool cat, we got to go back to square one. AJ put this in the air. I don't know about him saying that he never said. Now that was a rumor, him saying he wanted to be traded. But AJ's always saying something. He's always making it a controversy. He's never said he wanted to leave Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So he's always like saying something's wrong with the offense. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, he put that out. You know what I'm saying? He put that out, y'all. So that's a great thing. But the only reason you're talking about people coming to see them is because AJ put the controversy in the air. AJ put the controversy in that he has to deal with those questions. Yeah. So that's just it. Now, I dig it, but he put that in the air.
Right.
So that's why they would come. Because it's like food. It's food for the media. When he said that before the Baltimore game, man, they was coming to them so crazy, man. And then, just like Jalen Hurts, which I think is stupid, it's still like the most hated player. That's a strong word. Wow. Like, I'm like, what is that? But the media has to have something, man. Like, cool. That, unfortunately, they have to have something.
Yeah.
What's up, Jonesy? Next week.
Let's talk about next episode. What day, leader, by the way?
So
starting next week. Hold on, leader, before we promote next show. We're talking about free agency on all the shows this week. Starting next week, ladies and gentlemen, how many days do we have till? Because I have my draft show up. Just give me a minute, because starting next week, is all about the draft. It is all about the draft on all shows, on Blitz Take Leader Edition,
I like
on
that.
Cool Cat Mitch,
My
Birds of
Nick.
Wall Street,
Yeah.
my podcast, Blitz Take, all the
Good job.
shows.
Okay,
As we said, hold on. As we said, 38 days away from what up, y'all? John, as we said, 38 days away from the NFL draft. We're previewing the NFL draft next week. So all the shows next week is all about the draft. A little bit of free agency because Howie Roseman will keep making moves.
It's floating,
but we're still talking about the draft. So what day and what we're talking about next week?
All right, listen, like this, it's gonna come around. We're gonna let y'all know the day. It's gonna come out there because I'm always doing these schedules. I'm gonna put it out there.
I'm making the thumbnail now for the draft stuff. So just let me know what day.
And that was good. That was great. I'm draft analyst and for NBA and NFL. I always do work. NFL Draft Diamonds. I got articles on Draft Diamonds, man. So this is big. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing, focusing on the draft, trying to see what the Eagles like, what they go. What I want y'all to know is, if y'all want to get a quick pointer here, the Eagles, the one you worry about is the last 3 draft visits the Eagles do.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones where they be like, okay, those are the ones you're going to see, not the first one. So Amari, listen, not saying he couldn't get drafted, but
right.
This is like the first walk. Like you could. There's so many guys. Arnold. Arnold E. The one we just drafted. I'm gonna get that name right. I've been getting that wrong since Penn State. It's crazy, but he was a guy that Eagles. It was a draft visit. It was a draft visit. Like Eagles always. Tariq Woolen. They had draft visits with guys that they went back and got. So listen, draft visits. That means it's still interested. So. We're going to see how that goes, but also it's a lot of different. Don't get so caught up. Just look at the guys. They got guys that tight end is going to be a position they're going to go after. I know you're looking at Dallas. Listen, he's not a young guy, and it's a 1-year deal. So look at that. Look at receiver. Only reason they're talking about receivers is because, I mean, AJ. Listen. Howie's not going to be fleeced by anyone. So he's going to be ready in case something happens. So that's just him. And if it's a better deal, it's a better deal. But let's go to AJ Stan. You got Dallas back. Dallas and AJ are back now. So the offense is going to be crazy next year. Darius Cooper is going to be a great third receiver. I don't even think the guy they draft now is even going to be the guy that gets the ball. He's going to be the guy that sits back and learns the offense. He's going to be the future, though. Listen, we got to see how this goes. Really up in the air. We got to see how the future really goes. Are they going to agree to extend each other, or is he going to end up being gone? These are 2 things in the air. If he stays, then we're not looking at no receiver being. But Howie's not going to know that now. What could happen is one of the other guys leave, Cooper, and if they're going to get a draft pick, they're going to make that receiving room big just because of what happens and guys getting hurt. They're going to make their receiving room more healthy. They're already on it. You can see the first visit is a receiver. That does tell you something. They're going to draft a receiver. And I think like in the 3rd round and up is where they're going to end up targeting that receiver. But the first 2 rounds, man, if you look at me, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, I keep on saying his name. He's a safety. He's a guy you got to watch out for. They're going to go for safety and tight end. Pass rusher is another one that could be second. That's another one they could draft in the 1st round if that guy's that big, because they already got a good defensive line. So for them to go and get a 1st round backup guy to do that, and if they're going to get Grenard, if they're going to combine, it's a lot that's going to happen that can make Eagles, this roster at the end, by the time camp starts, y'all going to be impressed with the roster. I think that's definitely going to happen because they're going to add more pieces. Yeah. He's adding more money. He has more picks, and he's not being dumb. So listen, there's going to be things. Let's talk about what we got before we talk about what I just always put out the realness so y'all can sit on it. And if it's relevant to even talk about it, because Cool Cat, I'll be like, man, that's whatever. But once stuff start popping up and it be accurate and it be all right, we gotta talk about it. He has not said he's gonna trade him. He doesn't want to trade him, but he's looking at the possibilities. He's definitely looking in the pot in case, So we're going on that defense. Listen. This defense is almost super complete. We're looking for a safety, right? We didn't get Jaquan Brisker, but we're looking for a safety. Sidney Brown, I got confidence in him. But I'm kind of skeptical, like Cool K don't be on the rookie thing, because I'm like, oh, look what happened to Ringo. Remember, I was big on Ringo.
Yep.
So we got to just at least Michael Carter's a second, and Jonathan Jones is 5'9". I mean, Malcolm Jenkins was like 5'10", 5'11". He moved from cornerback to the safety. So just look at those positions. Michael Carter's a second definitely plays some safety. He's a guy they was talking about could play some safety there. They put Cooper there sometimes, but he plays everywhere. They don't want to lose that. So that's why he's staying at nickel. You know why? Because they can do a cheat code and throw him at number 2, or throw him at linebacker, or throw him at safety. That they are not going to stop him from being a nickel. It's not because they don't think he can do it. They can flex him around when he's not the starting corner. So Cooper's big time. So, man, listen, great show, man. Great to see y'all, man.
Yep.
Eagle fans, let's get it going. Bird gang. We not listen. Free agency, whatever. I've seen some things. Eagles are still going to be Super Bowl contenders, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna go in, man. I think always the coaching staff. To me, that's the key.
Right.
That's the key. I mean, they prove to you they're a playoff team in their sleep, at their worst. But when the coaching staff is good, it's it.
Right. Simple as that.
So, yo, we out, man. Listen, Broad Street Blitz tape. I got Follow the Leader Villanova. I'll talk to y'all. Follow Leader Sports. I got Villanova Radio coming up. A lot of things going on. They in the selection show. Nova Radio, Nova Nation is crazy right now. Pin shout out to the Quakers, man, doing their thing. And we out, y'all.
Yep. We will see y'all next week. Leader, let me know what days. I'm going to make the thumbnail. Draft week is next week, y'all. No one kicks it off like your boy and the crew. We will see y'all next week. See y'all in a few minutes for Cool Cat Mitch. Peace.